Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2. Happy to be back here in the game. When we last left off, we were just about here to finish the Holy War for Brandenburg that our Liege Lord is winning, which is great news that we are reconquering at least one of the territories that were stolen to us by the Slavs here. And we had also our son take over the territory of Ukraine recently, and we're now educating him, and our Liege Lord took the territory of Würzburg. Fun fact, actually, I was in Würzburg on the weekend with my girlfriend, just on a little trip. It's a really nice city, so if you're ever in the area, feel free to drop by there. It's beautiful. But unfortunately here, it's not in our domain anymore. Here, it's our Liege really wants it, so it's not ours to have. We do have a weak claim on it, we could press it. We do have also a weak claim here on the kingdom here down here, which is currently ruled by King Rudolf, so there's no weak claimant, so we cannot press it. But we do have the ability to press on Krine, so our son rules it, so it doesn't make sense. And then we have the County of Epstein, which we could claim for this woman, who's our imprisoned uncle's wife. So I don't think that does make sense from my perspective. So I would probably try not to do that. So yeah, let's just leave it running for a little bit, see that this war finishes off, and then see what our next ambitions will be. The peace was won. Brandenburg is back in our liege's hands, so he does have too much demands. Are we not the Chancellor? One sec, isn't there this... The Chancellor, wait, no, the Chancellor is not the... I want to be the steward. Then I could help you distribute those things. My liege, maybe you want to give me the capital? Don't you want to? I could request from the Pope a claim. Oh my god, no. Requesting excommunication. No, no. Those are not the ambitions that I have, actually. Alright, we built something up. Oh. Our spy master here, or, yeah, not spy master, our Chancellor has made a claim on... Now let's read it carefully, on the bishopric of Mainz. So it's only this year, right? The Prince Bishopric of Mainz. So it's this exact territory. But yeah, let's do it. Definitely. Yeah. And this is held by the Just of Hessen. So what's our relationship with him? We think he's pretty good. He's diligent, just ruler, gregarious, cruel, humble, temperate, falconer. We're also humble. We're not very ambitious, so we're not like looking for a fight necessarily. But we're also not going to be like looking not to take a fight if it improves us. So we would really... Like, we wouldn't have anything against him personally. We also don't have anything against this guy personally, but we just see that inside of the realm, our domain is very unstable and we really need to have more power so that we can better defend ourselves against the internal threats primarily. I also see we have 2 prisoners, so yeah, our uncle stays there, our half-brother, don't remember, like he wanted to try to murder us, I guess, and he's an ambitious bastard. See, at least in the house arrest. I think that's fine. Let's put him in house arrest. So he's at least something. Increased council power. Okay. Kill me. Yes, I remember that. I cannot get you to stop that, right? You're like some relative of mine. Okay, so our goal is to get more powerful. That's the idea. So I think uniting Franconia with like the Hessen territory here, like the central block of power, from my side makes total sense. So if we're gonna go swinging at the Duke in Hessen, then let's also go for Frankfurt, I believe. Might be smarter to go to Marburg, so we maybe get a claim on the whole duchy, but let's see what happens. And we are at another war. The Ruayan Holy War for Babylonia. Okay, so, the Muslims are in Babylonia, so let's just take a peek down here how the actual situation is. It looks pretty dire for Christendom, I gotta say. They are definitely almost eradicated here. Galicia here is hanging on by a threat. Barcelona is hanging on by a threat. Definitely not good. Our bastard son has become a detached priest. Let's take a quick look at him. He's a bastard. Sturdy, proud, lustful. Yeah, not the ideal son by any stretch of the imagination. I guess if he wants to be a priest, it would make sense to put him in the monastic order. We would lose some piety, which we can afford, more or less. And he will become a monk and he will leave my court. I think that's worth it. So here we go. 10% chance that I will become stressed because, yeah, breaking the news to Popo isn't easy. We have a long fight. Interesting. That would be an issue. I think he should be appreciated. I mean, okay, I can get it. Like, he's lustful. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to go into the monastery. Could be. So how does it look like here? We have the Arls and the Aurleashes here together with Lotharingia against him. Count Allach of Weinsberg has inherited the county of Weinsberg. So my uncle died in prison. And now my cousin, my homosexual cousin here, who already has a son. He's the next in line to inherit. Gregarious. He's a fun-loving character. I mean, we get along even with him not being in our direct council. Is he suitable for the council? Not really. So I would guess like he will stay out of it for now. So our focus is probably to expand here into Hessen, as I said. So I will actually, now that we have that ability, move it here to Marburg. And we just lost our spy master. How does that happen? What happened to him? Died. Alright. Bedridden and infirm at 54. What a life. Okay. Then we'll need a new spy master. Who's suitable for that? A Lollard? I don't think so. In fact, can I ask you to convert? I don't want to have Lollards here in my territory. He's a greedy, ambitious, cynical Lollard, so he's not very heavy on the Lollard thing. But still, it would be unsuitable to make him our spy master at that point. We could make our cousin here. Like, let's just take a quick peek at him. Oh, he's not ambitious, so I think it's fine. It's fine. Let him be. Right. Studying technology from my side also makes sense. Let's see where we can study technology best. Maybe down here in Italy. Why not? Yeah, I know you can have map mode where you can see which one is the most beneficial, but I mean, I'm trying to roleplay it a bit. We'll send him on his journey to Italy to learn something of the world and bring it back home here to Franconia. I think that's fine. We do have a lot of money, so the bishopric of Lorsch usurped the title from some other guy. Probably because this guy became Valdensian. What is going on here in my realm? There's not any heresy here spreading, so that's good. We need a new court chaplain. My courtier, another courtier. And they're equally good. Eunuch, Craven, a physician, I suppose so. Speaking of which, what is my court physician like? Could we do a better one? Widow. Instead we could put my cousin. Let's put my cousin, I think that's fine. We have so much money, I think it's worth investing into building up something. Again. So the last thing we had here is Aschaffenburg. Aschaffenburg probably needs to have some upgrades. We also directly own Nuremberg, interestingly enough. But for that we don't have enough money. I think it's pretty well built up. Well, actually, maybe we don't have enough money to really build up anything significantly, but 35 cavalry maybe is worth it. I suppose here it makes the most sense still to build up Kaiserslautern, our capital. And we're recruiting here to make it faster here. Worms prospers. I'm pleased to hear that after a period of peace and shrewd management, the tax collectors are taking more money, I guess. That's good. So yeah, we're losing Nuremberg if our son inherits. It's totally fine though. Right, am I in the war? Probably I am. Right, maybe we should have like paid more attention to that. Like we're actually like down here fighting the infidels because our liege lord demanded it of us, so very much we're not at home. The person who's more or less running the show here is Wu. It would be our chancellor. Our chancellor is running the show. So he may be, for us it's maybe a surprise he brings home, like that when we come home that we have some claims to like the neighboring countries, that our chancellor is organizing that. It looks like we're on a good track to win this war. I will actually request to join it maybe. I cannot, right? No. Yeah, we won the war. So we beat back the infidels. Now they've gone too far, and also here in Europe we've managed to do at least some damage to them, which is good news. We also have potentially Hungary as a target. No, that's unlikely. We have here the Count of Brno. Yeah, we could fashion claims on here. It's too far away though, it doesn't make much sense. Pilsen is held directly by the king. The king is at his domain's limit, so he's such a guy. Depressed, cancer, stressed. I'm thinking he's gonna die. Gregarious, ambitious. Who's gonna be the heir to the kingdom? We should figure that out quickly. So the heir is going to be the Duke of Thuringia, which could be good for us. Maybe it frees up Würzburg. And we are in another war. The German Holy War for Bremen. That is definitely good news. And now we could claim this kingdom. So that is a good point. We're not a very ambitious character, but I mean, the opportunity, when the opportunity strikes, you know, we do have a claim to it. Our inheritance is there, and we see that Germany could make sense to expand down here for like just from that perspective. This is more or less our territory. Well, it's France territory a bit, but it's a mixture of German and French territory down here. And right now it's ruled by a young boy after the old king died. He's a cruel, tempered guy. He is married to a Orthodox heresy girl, or will be. So this is a weak point here. Yeah, 4,000 men. We could not even compete with that, so I think maybe the question by that already... Yeah, by that already the question has answered itself, more or less. That we don't have any chance really to make this happen because we don't have enough troops. If we mustered all our troops, we would have about 3,000 with some clever fighting. If we take some really clever fights, we can maybe pull this, but it's very unlikely. And I think we don't have any alliances, right, that we could pull on. I think they would be here in the diplomacy screen. Yeah, we don't have any specific things, so this is an unfortunate thing, but hey, we have to be realistic here with what we can actually accomplish. Which are also more reasons why we need to build up our territories and make sure that we are in a better position in the future, or build up our treasury and make sure that we have more money in the future. So grooming an heir, the barracks have been built. That also gives us a bit of more troops, which is nice. And also we have mines to look forward to, and potentially we'll try to strike out against Hessen here in general. So I'm unmarried because I'm just betrothed. So let's get married. Do we get any alliance from that? I don't recall, because our father-in-law is the king itself, so we married his daughter, I guess. So I suppose the king wouldn't really... Well, Crine would stand by our side, actually, my son. Yeah, not too bad, but not too interesting either. Yeah, our family is like not strong enough to really ascend to kingship yet. Right, the white stag is found. We're going hunting. I'm thinking to change the focus of hunting, because a lot of our characters already were hunting, and I think maybe in his older age would be more interested in something else. Our king died. So let's quickly think about that. What would he be interested in? Like, he would be... Diplomacy could make sense. If he wants to go to war, it make sense to go to really go to war. I like that. He could focus on the money part and just try to be more smart in that way. He is already a hunter. He's charitable, brave. I think he's going to prepare for war. I think we're going to switch here to war, focus, and become a better warrior. And our father-in-law has died. Long live the new king, who is from Thuringia. And now Würzburg has become my brother-in-law's territory, who has inherited from the old king a lot of territories. So I think this is the moment to get Würzburg back, if there is ever one. And we've just been preparing for war, essentially. So we're not going to waste even a second on this decision. And just go for it. We will, however, give it a second so that not the 0 morale troops go in here first. And then we can split it in half, and I think we will take the larger one, which is led by me and my courtier, whoever he is. And we're going to go strike at the next target. Oh no. I try to breathe deeply, but catching my breath in the freezing weather is difficult. Look, it's the Duke himself, someone shouts. I turn only to find myself overrun by dozens of Prince Augustine's nefarious soldiers. My brother-in-law curses. I am becoming severely injured and one-handed. So I'm going to be the pirate duke, I guess. Oh no. That is too bad. Okay, I think from this I will retire home to my castle in Worms, which is under siege. But that is dreadful news, certainly. Our bravery was not rewarded. As he's growing older, I can see Conrad could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make self-sacrifice for the sake of Conrad. So my goal is really to be a good father here. I'm gonna groom my heir to be a great leader because it's important for our family legacy. And he's already becoming an ambitious, shrewd character. I like it a lot. So be tough, make others count on you. He will become diligent, I will become stressed. I think that's totally fine. Or become patient. So am I patient? Because that would be an argument maybe for that, but I think not. So I think I will make him be diligent. I think I really want my son to succeed at any cost, even though it brings me stress, and I really need to have my strength together. So Prince Eberhard of Germany, the Duke of Bremen, spymaster. See the guy we're at war with? No. I am fine with that, but I'm fine with that, I guess. Let's vote for him as well. So we can call in allies my son. I think not. I think I want him to be like keep all his troops together so that he's good. So we're currently a commander, but we're not any position in the council. So let's see if the new king will actually offer us a position in the council. It would be highly appropriate, I think. So we're fighting here in Worms. I think that's also fine, although we're losing too much here. I'm a bit skeptical in that, so let me see. Can we make our way here to Worms? I think that will take too long, right? Go to Aschaffenburg on the 16th of next month. That's crazy long. If they retreat, then it's better for them to be here, I guess. So if we lose that fight, then that's really too bad. But yeah, we're retreating here to the siege. And then we'll just keep things together here for the first siege tick. And yeah, we're at another war here with Prince Augustine, my brother-in-law. That's my war. And the other one is a holy war for something else again. Holy war for Kabylia. So we can see that already the Portuguese here have collapsed. So yeah, Germany is having to save the day here and joining this war to help drive back the infidels, at least well, let's say infidels, the Islamics here a little bit from Spain. So we're gonna go over here to Aschaffenburg, also a beautiful city by the way. And we finally lost the severely injured and became scarred. I think it's a battle scar. I think we would value that at least to some degree. And I think we also, like, as soon as we're back in action, we would stress ourselves more by just going back onto the battlefield. Our daughter requires a focus here. She's smart, it seems to me, so let's give her an education. And then we have here our son. He's the person who will inherit Nuremberg, very likely. So I think he should become a good administrator to serve his brother in that regard. So let's give him the stewardship here. Focus. My vassals are complaining about their levies being raised. I'm sorry, yes I know, the people are needed at home. How did we lose that again? Like, I'm such a bad fighter, it seems to me. That is absolutely terrible. Like, how did we make that terrible, terrible call? Okay, as you're leading your troops on a campaign, one day a sergeant from your army rides up and asks to speak to you. He presents you a small box containing a holy relic. The finger of Saint John. Or we can give it away to the local church. So we are actually a bit cynical. So to be honest, we're also already charitable, but I'm thinking like, hey, it's not really meaning anything to us, but we can give it to the priest, why not? So I think I'm gonna potentially have to lower and raise our retinue again. Because I'm not sure, like, why did we lose that fight? So here's the Main River, so certainly we don't want to cross from there. Let's go from Aschaffenburg. Let's try to lead the army with some actual capable men instead of whoever was leading it before. And we're going from Bamberg here, and we're projected that we're gonna win. So we lost our chancellor. That is terrible news. He is he died after disagreeing real. Oh my god! But at least he had a son, so the dynasty doesn't die out. Unfortunately, they're not as diplomatic as his father was one of our chancellors, and his father was a chancellor, because they have been really good diplomats. But his son, unfortunately, does not continue that tradition. So we have here Sigmund. I believe we will make our vassal here. There's the Count of Bamberg. He's very untalented. We cannot make him by any chance the court chaplain, because that's the only thing he would be talented in, I think. No, he would actually be a good administrator. That's definitely appropriate. I'm sorry, I disregarded that. I should have made you that position. And then we will make here our Arnold of Ellwangen. I'm not sure where Ellwangen is, but wherever it may be, it will be coming here to Worms to work for us. And they are again beating us, but we are, I want to say, like, we're beating them harder than they beat us. I'm not sure, I didn't look at the numbers, but certainly it feels like we still have like more troops than they do. So I'm confident that we can turn this around by just beating them one time and then raising our troops again. And there we are. Oh my god, what is this? Did they raise soldiers? Army of Mecklenburg. Sorry, who are you at war with? Is that our... Who are you? Are you in this war? I think you are in this war, right? Yes, you are. Okay, so now is the moment for mercenaries, because we really require them. So let's go by cost and see what we can get for not too much money. We need at least 1,000 men. But they all are taking contracts elsewhere. So we're gonna have the Breton band here join us. I think that is appropriate. And we are going to... If we can, I would like to re-raise our troops. Can we escape from there? I think so, yeah. So Brunhilde, our wife, is pregnant again. Hopefully that's good news for us. Okay. So I'm gonna lead the center. I think the order is fine. I think that's all fine. The only thing is the morale. And we're going to go from Aschaffenburg, I believe. So the pregnancy has developed her tastes, so she can become a little bit chubby. She already is, so I think there's nothing against that. Make sure that she gets everything that she needs. Of course. Don't want to upset the pregnant wife. So we're gonna go here. My son has become a theologian of all things. But overall, you can see he's a pretty guy. Great character, 12, 11, 12, 20. He's like so smart. He's the smartest guy. He's well groomed, looks great, an ambitious person. He's actually a great ruler down there. So I'm really happy about this result nonetheless. But this is also going to be the end of the episode. I'm going to call it here. I fulfilled my ambition to groom an heir, and I think we fundamentally succeeded on that. So thanks for watching. See you next time.